The phone's shrill ringtone pierces the silence of the night, dragging you violently from a deep, dreamless sleep. Your eyes snap open, and for a moment, you're disoriented, the darkness of your bedroom oppressive. The glowing screen of your phone buzzes persistently on the nightstand, the sound somehow more urgent than usual. With a groan, you reach over and answer it, pressing it to your ear. "Get out of the house now." The voice is distorted, almost mechanical, but the fear in it is unmistakable. Then, beneath the static, you hear something else, an undercurrent of tortured screams. Twisted, agonized wails rise and fall, a cacophony of despair that sends a shiver racing down your spine. The call ends abruptly, leaving only a deafening silence. You sit up, heart pounding, staring at the phone in your hand. For a moment, you consider dismissing it as some sick prank. But then you hear it, a faint sound, almost imperceptible, like a whisper in the dark. It's coming from inside the house. Your wife stirs beside you, her soft mumble breaking through your racing thoughts. "What is it?" she asks groggily, her voice heavy with sleep. "Just a weird call," you reply, trying to keep your voice steady. She wraps an arm around you, her touch warm and reassuring. You close your eyes, exhaling slowly, willing the tension to leave your body. "Don't worry about it," she whispers, her lips brushing against your neck. But then the phone rings again. The sound startles you, and you fumble, dropping it onto the floor. As you lean forward to retrieve it, you feel her arms tighten around you, holding you in place. At first, it feels comforting, but then a cold realization washes over you. Something is off. Her grip is too strong, her touch too unfamiliar. Your breath catches as you glance down. The arms wrapped around you are pale and skeletal, with veins like black rivers beneath translucent skin. They're not your wife's arms. You try to scream, but the sound catches in your throat as a voice whispers in your ear, low and guttural. "He's too late to save you anyway." You thrash violently, breaking free and stumbling out of bed. Your wife, the real one, is still lying there, her chest rising and falling in peaceful slumber. The skeletal figure is gone as if it had never been there. But the phone on the floor begins to buzz again, the screen flashing with an incoming call. Your instincts scream at you not to answer, but your trembling hand moves on its own. You lift the phone, and this time, the distorted voice is clearer and more urgent. "You have to leave. Now!" The line goes dead, and the house falls into an oppressive silence. Then you hear it again, the faint whispering. It's closer now, coming from the hallway. You step into the hallway, the wooden floorboards creaking beneath your feet. The air is thick and heavy with an unexplainable dread. The whispers grow louder, more insistent, until they seem to surround you, coming from every direction at once. Your hands shake as you reach for the light switch, but when you flip it, nothing happens. The bulb flickers briefly, casting long, jagged shadows, before plunging the hallway back into darkness. A door slams somewhere in the house, the sound echoing like a gunshot. You spin around, your breath coming in shallow gasps. "Who's there?" you shout, your voice trembling. But the only response is a low, guttural growl, so deep it vibrates in your chest. You back away slowly, retreating toward the bedroom. But as you turn the corner, you freeze. The figure from before is standing in the doorway, its skeletal frame twisted unnaturally, its head tilted at an impossible angle. Its eyes are black voids, swallowing the dim light around them. "You should have listened," it hisses, stepping closer. You bolt down the hallway, your feet barely touching the floor as you race toward the front door. But as you reach it, you find it's locked. No matter how hard you twist the knob, it won't budge. The whispers are deafening now. And when you turn around, the figure is inches away, its cold breath washing over your face. In a final act of desperation, you slam your shoulder into the door. It bursts open, and you tumble onto the front porch. The night air is cold and biting, but you don't stop. You run into the darkness, the house behind you glowing faintly as if alive. When you finally dare to look back, you see the figure standing in the doorway, watching you. Its skeletal hand rises in a mockery of a wave. You don't stop running until the house is out of sight. And even then, the whispers linger in your ears, a chilling reminder of what you've escaped. Or perhaps what you haven't.